What's up, everybody? Good morning. It is your girl, your diva of knowledge, Lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Cafe de Paris. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. Want to give a big ups to everybody in my chat room. Good morning to each and every one of you. I know this is the beginning of the weekend, so I'm sure everybody has plans to be with their family or maybe some last minute things you have to take care of, but I appreciate you for stopping by this morning just to hang out with me and stop by and visit. What's up, EE? What's up, Fifi? What's up, Dion? And to everybody else who's entering the chat room, definitely want to give all of y'all a big thanks. I want to give a big ups to all of my subscribers. And you know, I don't call you guys subscribers, I call y'all family. Want to give a big ups to my family, those who have been rocking with me from day one when I first started this journey. I just thought it was imperative that I share with all of you that I am almost to 3,000 in subscribers. I'm almost to 3,000, and I don't think I've been doing this not even a good 2 years yet. So I definitely want to thank all of my family, my subscribers. It's the reason my channel has been flourishing. It is because of all of you. I did not do this by myself. I didn't get this far without y'all being there for me, supporting me. Y'all have been sharing my channel. Y'all have been putting other people on to my platform. Y'all been sending people here. So I definitely want to thank each and every one of you for looking out for your girl and you know, blessing me as far as, you know, helping my channel to expand. Because again, a lot of times we as content creators, we want to take all the credit, and we don't give our subscribers enough of credit. And whether a content creator wants to admit it or not, the only way our channels become successful is when all our subscribers put our name out there, put our content out there. So again, I did not do this by myself. I have to give a big ups to all of you out there who have been supporting me and rocking with me from the beginning. Y'all been putting my channel out there. Y'all been sending people to me. Y'all been bringing people my way saying, yo, check out Mocha's channel. You know, she has a lot of good content. So I wish if I had it like that, I would send everybody I would send everybody something just to show my appreciation and my gratitude. So again, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for just being so supportive. Y'all the reason I keep striving. I keep doing what I do because I know y'all have a lot of love for me. Y'all appreciate what I do. Y'all respect my craft. Y'all respect the wisdom and the knowledge that I share and I contribute out there. So again, I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all. I'm so grateful and I'm very, very appreciative of everything. So definitely thought it was very imperative. What's up, Shar, Katrina, Jeremy? What's up? I see my regulars in the building. It's good to see all of y'all this morning. Yeah, I'm probably try to do this for like an hour. So I got to go out here and catch some bread today. I do lift on the side, you know what I'm saying? So I make my little change on the side. I do a little lift here and there, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, you know. I got to get, I got to go get my bread. Absolutely. So again, I thank all of y'all. I'm so grateful. I'm very appreciative of each and every one of y'all. I really, really, really am. But I thought it was very imperative that I go into this content. The reason why I decided to do this content this morning, I wanted to do it last night, but I was too tired. I had too much stuff I had to do. But I thought it was imperative that I did this content. And I know I'm going to rub some of these shanitas. I'm going to rub a lot of shanitas out there the wrong way. I know I am. I know when they hear this content, I am going to get so many of them flagging this channel. I'm going to get so many thumbs down. I know it's going to happen, but you know, it's all good. The truth always hurts. But, oh, what's up, Rep? How you been? Me and I know we've been playing email tag and stuff, and you know I'm still try to get up with you and some of the other guys later for us to do a live panel. I know usually when I try to schedule it, I'm having a hard time getting everybody together, so I'm gonna try to set up something again where I can get you and therapists and classic Ruby. We're going to try to set up another live panel as soon as we can. So just be on the lookout for that. But yes, I thought it was imperative, y'all, that I definitely did this content because I'm going to have some shanitas. And what I mean by shanita, you know, every black community has a shanita. And what is shanita to me is basically, shanita is somebody who always needs something. She needs attention. She needs a man. She needs to be heard. Shanita. We all know a shanita. Everybody knows a shanita. You know what I'm saying? So I know Shanita's going to be flagging this channel, but it's all good. But anyhow, I definitely want to start by saying this content is not referring to all black women. It's not referring to all baby mamas. It's only specific black women who carry themselves in this manner. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. You don't have to reply. This content is only for certain individuals. Basically, I'm just starting to notice that there's just far too many men that is taking all type of disrespect off of their baby mothers just to have a relationship with their child, just to have a connection with their child. There's far too many men out there that are tolerating foolishness, that are tolerating, you know, the mothers of their children disrespect. They're allowing these women to disrespect them, disrespect their household. And in some cases, some of these women are going so far as to they're even disrespecting the father of their children, their wives, their families. You know, people who've been down this road can definitely understand, they can relate. Some of these women make it unbearable for these men to have a decent relationship and a good connection with their children. Some of these women just make it unbearable. They don't make it easy. Some of these women are like to intentionally just be conniving, malicious, and it's too many of them that are abusing their power and abusing their authority as a custodial parent. And because of that, it's a lot of men out there, unfortunately, that are suffering. They cannot have the best type of connection with their child. It's men out there who want to connect with their children. There's men out there who want to bond with their children. They want to spend time with their children. But when you're dealing with a beast, you're dealing with somebody that's uncooperative, disrespectful, does not have any regards for nobody else's feelings. They only care about themselves. It's very hard. It's very complicated. And, you know, I feel you. You know, I know a lot of brothers out there who feel like as black women, we can't relate to what y'all go through with other black women. And the truth of the matter is we can relate what y'all go through with other black women because, hell, black women, we go through it with other black women. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's definitely, you know, I know a lot of brothers out there feel like black women, we can't relate. And they feel like black women, we love to co-sign on other black women's ratchet behavior. And that is not true. As I stated before, all black women, we all do not support ratchet behavior. We all don't support other black women who we know are abusing the system and abusing the authority that the system gives them. You know, so all sisters will, all of us are not backing it up. All of us are not supporting, you know, these sisters out here that's carrying themselves in this manner. Um, okay, yeah. So you just know. just know that as Black women, we understand a lot of y'all struggle. And this is the reason why I'm doing this content, because again, there's too many of you brothers out there, y'all taking too much disrespect to deal with these women, to deal with, you know, all of the disrespect that y'all been tolerating, because you definitely want a connection with your children. And it comes a point that sometimes the only way people are going to appreciate your presence, you got to let them feel your absence. If you're a man in this situation right now and you have a very salty relationship with the mother of your child, she's being territorial, she's being difficult, she's being uncooperative, she's abusing her authority as a custodial parent, it comes a point that the only way they're going to understand your significance and how important your role is, you have to leave them to themselves. You do. You don't have to let these baby mamas carry the weight by themselves. That's the only way they are going to understand how significant your role is and how much of a difference it is when you have somebody there versus when you want to be Miss Hard Ass and Miss Complicated, then you stuck having to do it by yourself. Exactly, EE. There are too many women trying to wear boxes instead of panties, and you said a mouthful. And that is the reason why I'm doing this content. That is true. It's too many women out there that are trying to overly mass. I don't know, this probably ain't even a word, but you got some women that's trying to overly masculate a man. You know, they try to overly dominate and overly rule these men because, again, especially when you're dealing with a single parent, she's used to being mama and daddy. She's not used to being given authority. She's used to having authority. So whenever you're dealing with women like this and you have children from these type of women, they're going to be very difficult and complicated to try to reason and reach an understanding with these kind of women. So if you're in a situation and maybe you're a woman that's with the man in this situation, you see how his baby mother is, you know, taking him through all type of changes emotionally, mentally, and physically. He's lost in the sauce, he's feeling powerless, he's feeling defeated. And I know it's a lot of brothers out there that are feeling defeated. They're feeling like the system is in these women corner. A lot of these guys feeling like there's nothing they can do. They got to stand there and take whatever's being thrown at them. Men are feeling like they got to deal with it because men are feeling defeated. They feel like the courts are not on their side. They feeling like, you know, nobody's hearing them and nobody's understanding where they're coming from. So I totally get it. You know, I've been on both sides of the fence. You know, I've seen other men go through it, and I've seen other women who intentionally take these women through it. Take these men through it. So I know both sides of the spectrum, and that's the reason why I'm breaking it down and I'm doing this content. You said, what if they find a new man with another man's kid? See? They find another man's. I'm trying to understand you, Jeremy. My coffee ain't kicked in all the way. You said, what if they find a new man with another man's kid? I'm trying to break that down for me a little bit more, Jeremy, because I'm lost in the sauce. I ain't had my coffee this morning. It ain't kick in all the way. Every Black female out there is competition with me, and that is a turnoff. Oh, absolutely, Dion. It's a lot of competition within the Black community. You know, we have too many Black women trying to overrule the Black men, and we have too many Black men trying to overrule the Black women. It's just way too much egos in the Black community. Because again, a lot of it comes from the fact that we have all dogged each other. The Black community has basically dogged each other and dragged each other to the mud. So people don't know their role anymore. People don't know their position. Women don't know their position. Men don't know their position. It's just all mixed up. It's all screwed up. You got men out there that are not being real men, that are not leading. They're not guiding. They're not taking control of nothing. They letting the woman run them. A lot of them don't even have control over their own self. You know, a lot of men out there not men. You got a lot of men that are spineless. You got men that are not, like I said, they lack leadership abilities. They sitting in the back seat and they don't mind if the woman does all the driving. They don't mind if she's the one doing it all. You have some men, they're comfortable with that. And when you have men that fall back and let the women lead everything, this is how these you basically the black community has created monsters among black women within the community, because you've had what's starting to happen is you having a lot of brothers that are falling back. You got men that have become lazy with being men. They don't want to be men anymore. They're comfortable with letting the woman run everything. And I'm just saying that's just one aspect. I'm not saying that's the only reason black women are screwed up, because it's 1,000 reasons. I'm just giving you one factor. And I'm not blaming all of what black women go through on because of black men, because that's not true. That's just one factor. What if I see a new man, a baby mama, bring him around, kid from the previous way. You said when if she find when if she find a new man and baby mama bring him around, kid from previous relationship. And see, um you see it right, man. I'm still trying to understand. I'm still trying to understand what you're saying. I don't know why it's just not registered. When if she find a new man and baby mama bring him around, kid from previous relationship. I'm still trying to understand where you're getting at, Jeremy. Unless somebody in the chat room can break it down a little a little easier, y'all. It's still a little early. My brain has not fully registered. My brain won't clock in until like 12 o'clock. My brain is still on snooze. so so y'all got to be patient with me with these questions. I'm telling you, because my brain is still on snooze. I promise you. But yeah, you have to it's different factors for why things have gotten so out of hand within the black community, because again, people don't know their position. Not only you have a lot of men that are not being real men, you have a lot of men that are not, you have a lot of women that are not being real women. These women are not in this day and age, they're not really um instilling any morals and values in their children. And a lot of them don't have morals and values themselves. So a lot of that has gone out the door, because what has happened in the black community, everybody's just striving to be a baby mama or a baby daddy. Nobody's striving to be a family. The black community has strayed away from building a family. We have too many people just having children, but they don't have a family. And there's a difference between the two. When you actually have a family, the child benefits more. When there's a mother and a father in the household, I'm in a healthy environment, because you can have a household with a mother and a father, but that's not a healthy household if the father's abusive and the mothers, being abused and things of that nature, the father on drugs or the mama on drugs. If it's not a healthy household, that child is going to suffer, even if two parents are there. But at the same token, it's a lot of parent children that are suffering because of these single parent households. And I know a lot of Shanitas are going to feel some type of way. A lot of single parents, they get mad, they get upset, they get offended when you say that the majority of these children that are troubled come from single parent households. A lot of single parents cannot stand when somebody says that. They automatically get offended, because their thing is, you're saying because I'm a single parent, I'm a single mom, I can't raise my child to be successful. I can't raise my daughter. I can't raise my son to be successful. No, that is not what I'm saying. I came from a single parent household. I got four other siblings. None of us been in jail. None of us killed anybody. I'm the only one who has a child out of all my other four siblings. So it was just, I had a single mom. My parent, the only difference was my mom did allow my fathers to have a connection with us. So we still had that masculine balance. So I'm not saying that children don't stand a chance if they come from a single parent household, but the truth of the matter is most children that come from single parent households become very troubled, because there's one parent there that's doing everything, and that one parent cannot do it all by themselves, even if they have the best of intentions. And they're not rep, they're not. Everybody's screwing everybody. Nobody's not striving for families. People are just striving to have children. People have strayed away, especially the black community. The black community has strayed away from having a family. They just want children. That's it. That is what the black community is aiming from. Okay, now let me make sure I follow what Jeremy is saying this time. Um, when the kid is not born yet, after they break up with the future baby daddy, go right to finding a new man and bring him around the kid. After he born, do you get? Oh, okay, now I understand what you're saying. Yep, Jeremy, and that's very true. There are some cases I've seen some women. I've seen women do that, Jeremy. I've seen women who knew they were pregnant, and and break up with a dude and get with another man, and they will raise this unborn child. As soon as this child gets conceived and brought into the world, they will raise it with the new man. And the thing about it is that's the man that's enabling that, because any man who sees a woman belly is already swollen and he's still willing to be with her, he's still willing to get with her, that speaks volumes about him. And it's a lot of men, you'll be surprised. That's why it's so many black men on these platforms that are constantly going in on black women about and bashing single black moms, and I get it. I know they have their reasons. I totally get it. But what a lot of these people, not a lot of these brothers who got these platforms are not understanding, as much as they want to go in on these single moms, they need to be schooling they need to be schooling these other black men out here, because guess what? It's y'all fellow brothers that are giving these women a time of day. It's y'all homeboys, it's y'all friends that are dealing with these women. It's your homeboy, it's your friend who's willing to deal with a woman, deal with this female, knowing she's pregnant, knowing she has a child on the way. I've seen a lot of brothers accept a pregnant woman and be with a pregnant woman and accept that child as if it's their own. And I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? You do have some men that are down by law. They don't have a problem with it. Now, to me, it speaks low self-esteem to me that you will want to deal with a woman who's carrying another man's seed. Now, I could probably understand maybe if the child is already here, maybe if the child maybe 3-4 years old, you know what I mean? But for you to know that, for you to want to get with a woman that's carrying another man's seed and her belly swollen, and you don't have a problem being with her, that just says something. You're lacking something somewhere, because why would you want to be with the woman who that has already that has a child on the way? She's in process of carrying a child that is going to be born and on the way. I don't get it, but you got some brothers that do it. they do it and they don't have a problem with it. What's up, Priest Brooklyn? Thank you for coming in. Uh, yeah, but you have some people that was signed up for it. Cool Jen. What's up, Cool Jen? Yeah, Jeremy. And 9 times out of 10, when you meet when there's women that are in deadbeat situations, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna get with guys that's on a deadbeat level as them, because it's not too any man who has values and morals, he's not about to even deal with a woman, a female who's pregnant from another man. 9 times out of 10 is going, if she does get with a guy, he's either going to be a simp or he's going to be a man that lacks low self-esteem. It's going to be one or the other, because any man that has any real confidence and values and morals, he's not about to get with a woman that's pregnant, that's carrying another man's child. But what's starting to happen is, like I said, more and more people are straying away from morals and values. Now, as I was stating, you have, like I indicated before, you have a lot of men who want to connect with their children, who want to bond with their children. But what's starting to happen is, and it's been going on for a long time, like EE said earlier, is too many of these women, they trading in their panties for boxers. They want to be the man and they want to be the woman. And if you're dealing with a baby mama and y'all have children together, and this woman tries to make it difficult for you, she tries to make everything a drama situation for you to have a connection with your child, the best thing I can tell you, my best suggestion is, you're gonna have to let her do it by herself. If you're in a situation and you're dealing with a baby mama that does not have any respect for you, does not appreciate what you do, anytime you try to step up, you want a connection with your child, she blocks that, she gets in the way of that, you definitely gonna have to let her do it by herself. And I know a lot of women, you have a lot of Shaniquas that's going to get offended by that. I've heard some women say, you know, well, why would you discourage a man from wanting to have anything to do with his child? Why would you convince a man to not have a connection with his child? Why would you tell a man to let his baby mama do it by herself? That's his child. He should be there for his child. Well, how can a man be there for his child when you are taking him through changes? When you are dragging him through the mud? I mean, how can he have a healthy relationship with his child when you are just being a damn beast all the time? You're confrontational. You want to argue. You disrespect the man. Everything the man does, you knocking it. You know, it's difficult. It makes it very, you know, difficult and complicated to have a relationship with your child when the mother or the father is just taking you through too many unnecessary changes. And if you're in a situation like that, you know, you're gonna find yourself, you know, basically miserable. Let's see, I don't any Spanish women that are down single parents and it's hard. Yep. Oh, I wouldn't doubt that. I know single parenting is hard. It's definitely. And my thing is, I don't knock single parenting. My thing is, I have the issue with these women who have men who want to be there for their children. Now, it's different if the father don't want nothing to do with the kid. You can't do nothing about that. But my thing is, what irks me about some of these single women is that they have men who want to be there for their children. They have men who want to take care of their children. And the thing is, they're so busy being malicious and vindictive, they would not allow these men to be a part of their kids' lives. And that's the issue that I have with it. You know what I mean? If you have a man that want to be there and is trying and is willing to put himself out there, he may not be able to be there as much as you want him to be. He may not be able to kick out all the money you want him to kick out, because the problem is when it comes to parenting, well, this is what people got to understand. Whenever it comes to parenting, whenever you and a person have a child together, you cannot tell that person how to parent that child. That everybody has their own parenting style. What you don't think isn't good enough, some people are giving their best. What you think is not 100% is the 100%. You got some women out here who's upset because their child support, they may only get $200-300. But guess what? If the man's not making a lot of money, that's all he could do, because at the end of the day, child support is going to only make him pay so much, because child support has to take into consideration that he does have to live himself, that he does have bills, he does have to provide for himself. So child support cannot strip a man of everything. And you have some women, they have a lot of animosity with that, you know, because they don't feel like they're getting enough for money. But guess what? The father of that child, he has to live too. So child support cannot strip that whole man's check. So what you think is pennies, that may be the best that he can do. If all you getting is 200 a month, be glad you getting that, because it's a sister out there that ain't even getting that. It's a sister out there who don't even know the father of her children, it's a sister out there who got who know the father of their children, but they can't get them to step up and do anything. So some of you sisters don't realize how good of a position you're in compared to what other women are going through. Because some women ain't getting nothing, ain't getting diddly squat. I know one woman, you know, she was just like, you know, if I could get $20 a month, anything, something better than nothing. You got some women that are just that desperate. They're willing to take whatever they could get. So while the rest of you out here being extra and being greedy, and $500, that ain't no money. 1,000 a month, that ain't no money. You got some women out there that would kill to get that. Because you got some women, they're not getting anything. So you have to count your blessings. Yeah, exactly, Shar. You can show a person better than you can tell them. Exactly, EE. Future baby mama got a new dude. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, she got a new dude because basically he knows she's pregnant, but he's willing to deal with her. And that's the thing. You have some men, they are willing to do that. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess the good thing in it, only good thing I can see is, well, He wants to be there. But the bad thing about it is, I mean, how can you walk into a woman's life knowing she's carrying another man's child and just want to play daddy? I don't understand that. I don't get it. But it's a lot of men who have done it. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to do it all, I mean, let him. You know what I mean? And then the thing about it is, there's no guarantees how long this dude is going to stick around, because when he sees the burdens that she's going to have to go through taking care of this child, he may not be willing to sign up for a full-time job. You know what I mean? Because the idea is one thing, but the reality is another. When our child comes here, that child has to be fed, that child has to be paid for. It's a lot that comes along with taking care of a child. So only time will tell, Jeremy, how long this dude is willing to be a stand-up guy, because again, on taking on somebody else's child, taking care of another person's child, that's like taking care of somebody else's bills. And I don't know how long he's going to be obligated to doing that. What's up, therapist? I was just telling Rep I was going to try to email everybody again to see when would be a good time to try to get everybody together on the same key. What's up, Rice? Most women keep the child support for themselves. About absolutely, the child support is never to support the child. It's to support the nail shop. It's to support the Chinese food restaurants. It supports city trends. It supports rainbows. It supports the hair shop. It supports everything but the child, and that is very, very true. And this is the reason why we have a lot of the problems that we have. He says, "Oh, this body they will be looking for Captain Silver." Yep, and they're already doing that, Rep, and a lot of them, Rep, they're already getting all that stuff, and they still looking for Captain Save them. And again, you have some brothers out there who don't mind being Captain Save them. You got some, they don't mind. You have some, I don't get it. I don't know if it's a lack of, but you'll be surprised. My thing is, I feel like men who do take on another man's project, meaning another man's child, I feel like, in a sense, some men who don't have a problem with doing that, I think you have some men that do lack self-esteem. Like, there's some women who lack self-esteem. There are some brothers out there who do lack self-esteem, whether they want to admit it or not. And I strongly believe that some of these men don't have an issue. The reason why they don't mind taking on somebody else's baggage, because some of these men, they want to feel needed. Some men want to feel needed. Some men look, it makes them feel important. It makes them feel significant that another woman is dependent on them. It strokes their ego. You know what I mean? So some men don't have a problem. I don't recommend it, but some of them, they don't have, they need their ego stroked, and then some of them are just whipped. You got some of them, they just whipped. They meet a woman knowing she has children, knowing she has baggage, but because she looks good, or because she has a nice body, or because she knows how to ride him like a stallion, that's enough to convince him, to want to take on another man's baggage. You got some guys out there that are very, very simple, that are simps. They lack self-esteem. They don't mind picking up a woman that has baggage, because again, it makes them feel important. A lot of them don't feel confident enough to go approach a woman who doesn't have baggage, who doesn't have all of these responsibilities, because they know women who got their stuff together are very confident, and they can't come to a woman who has her stuff together. They can't come to a woman like that half-stepping. But see, it's easy to pick up a woman with baggage. It don't take a lot to please a woman that has baggage. It's not much effort. You don't have to jump hurdles to pick up a woman that has baggage. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if she got kids and she's struggling, of course you can. It ain't gonna take much to get her, because she's already in the struggle. She's looking for somebody to rescue her. She's looking for somebody to throw her ass a life jacket. You know what I'm saying? She needs somebody to float on. Because she's drowning. You get what I'm saying? So it's not, it don't take much to pull a woman with baggage. And men who lack self-esteem, they know that. They know they don't have to pull no magic tricks out the hat to pick up a woman with baggage. It don't take much. It's easy to attract them kind of women. They're easy to pick up. You know what I mean? Let's see. What's up, Raw L? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Um, Yeah, yes, a lot of these females do in hell. I'm tired of hearing their complaints. I said, too, I'm not listening to your damn part. You crazy. Exactly, me and you in the same boat. That's why I don't have many female friends, because I would tell them the truth, and a lot of them don't like it. I would tell them, you know what I mean? And some of them can't handle it. What's up, A Burton? It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming in to visit me. This is Matt V. Yeah, Matt V. The thing is, all of y'all brothers have been schooling these guys for years. They're not listening to y'all. A lot of them done got whipped, and a lot of them looking for a woman to show their ego. A lot of them, they don't mind taking over somebody else's payments. Because to me, you dealing with somebody else's children, that's like you taking over somebody else's payments. A lot of them, a lot of these guys, they don't mind. They because a lot, like I said, you got some guys out here that lack self-esteem. Just like you got women who lack self-esteem, you got some brothers out here who lack self-esteem. You got some brothers out here who don't feel worthy. They don't feel valuable. You can't feel worthy. You can't feel valuable if you're willing to be with a woman who has 8, 9 children. And all of these children have different baby daddies. Now, it's one thing if this woman fell down on her luck, or her husband died and she had all the kids from her husband, or she had her one and learned from her mistake and that was it. But when you pick up first of all, it's common sense. To be honest with you, if you meet a man or woman, and this is for everybody, if you meet a man or woman that has several children from more than one person, that's already a red flag that you're dealing with an individual that's very irresponsible. Why would you want to put yourself in that situation? If you are a female and you got your stuff together, you independent, you handling your business, you work, you work and you provide, you take care of yourself. Why would you want to pick up a man that got 5, 6 baby mamas? Why would you want to do that? What's up, Detorian? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, why would you want to do that? Why would you that's letting you know, if this brother has 4, 5 different baby mamas, that lets you know that he has been spreading more seeds than the goddamn gardener in the garden. That's not a good look. For him to he have all these baby mamas, he never married not near one of them. All of his kids are close together in age. That's a red flag. That is a red flag, especially if he's not taking care of any of them. He don't have a job, or he's staying with his mama, staying with his sister. That already tells you that's major red flags. Yeah, Pampers are definitely expensive. Yeah, and absolutely. And I agree with that, Met V. There's not enough for women out here that are schooling these young men, and I've did content on this before. Y'all have to realize this generation that's coming up. These 20-year-olds these 20-year-olds that's a little under 30 that's coming up behind us. Somebody has to school and educate these children. It's not enough of fathers and mothers that are educating these children and not making them understand that it's better to build a family than to keep just having children. They're not understanding that. It's the black community. It's too many people in the black community that's just striving to be just parents instead of having a family. They rather just have children instead of having a family. And that's the reason why the children in the black community are so deprived of so many things, because we're not striving. It's not enough of black people in the community that's striving to have a family. We have strayed away from that. You know, I was reading brother's comment the other day. He said the homeboy's mom convinced him to date a chick with 5 kids out of wedlock. And that's very, very true. I've debated this issue with other people before, and I've debated this issue with a particular family member in my family, and me and him was having a conversation the other day, and his thing was, we had a difference. Basically, we had a difference in opinion when it came to women with children. His thing was, if a woman has kids, um, uh, a man, you know, she shouldn't be ridiculed. Um, she shouldn't be, basically, that it doesn't mean that he basically, he was trying to say that it doesn't mean she's not relationship material, that basically women who have children are have a sense of responsibilities because they're used to taking care of somebody. They're used to they're more settled down compared to single women. His thing was women who don't have children are buck wild. They still out there wilding, you know, because they don't have nothing tying them down. It's harder to tie down a single woman compared to a woman with children. His thing, that was his perspective on it, that is just, you basically you get more out of dealing with a woman who has children. But what I had to make him understand was that may be true to a certain degree, being that, you know, women who have children, they are used to being responsible for other people other than themselves, compared to a single woman who doesn't have anybody to take care of her but herself. But the truth of the matter is, you got some women out there who got children. Some of them are still buck wild. Some of them are still out there. You know, the children ain't settling these women down. Children are not making these women more humble, more responsible. It's some of them out there who got, several of them out there who got 3, 4, 5, 6 kids and are still no more responsible than a single woman with no children. So me and him, we kind of we couldn't see eye to eye on that. You know what I mean? And what I was trying to make him understand was, I just don't think it's fair for a person with no children to take on to somebody else who has a bunch of kids. I just don't think it's fair, because basically you are helping clean up somebody else's issues that you did not help them create. And I just think it's a big disadvantage for somebody who doesn't have any children. You know, now if you have kids and you want to get with another person that has children, okay, y'all want to do like a Brady Bunch type of thing, then so be it. But I think it's an issue if that person does not have any children and you want to be with somebody that have 4, 5 children. You are going to be mentally and spiritually drained, because it's a lot taking care of somebody else's baggage. Because you got to realize, when you're dealing with that person, you're not just dealing with that person, you got to deal with all of their baby mamas, you got to deal with all of their baby daddies. It comes as a package deal. You know, and the sad part is, some people, when you meet people with children, I don't think it's so much a bad thing if they have their stuff in order. But when you pick up these people who don't have their stuff in order, it can be very frustrating. Like, you have some men who have no control over their baby mamas. You have some men that will allow their baby mothers to be disrespectful, to would talk to them all kind of way. And if you end up with a man who has no control over how his baby mama treats him and talks to him, 9 times out of 10, she's going to disrespect you too. 9 times out of 10, that's is just what's going to happen. Or if you are a woman and you dealing with you know, or if you're a man dealing with a woman who has baby fathers who talk to her all kind of way, who disrespect her all type of way, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna feel he can handle you the same way. Some people with children, the problem is they don't have their stuff in order, and they have the audacity to go out here and get relationships. They have the audacity to go out here and want to look for somebody to marry them, to rescue them, to be with them. If you know your stuff is not in order like that, you don't need to be going out here looking for nobody. If you know you got no control over your baby mama, your baby daddy, you don't need to be out here looking for nobody, because all you're going to do, you're going to bring chaos. You're going to introduce chaos into somebody else's life that had nothing to do with that mess. That's my only problem with it. Uh, Father would tell his daughter straight up where it is. My mother would encourage her son's downfall when it comes to dating. Absolutely. I agree with that, Met V. I think it's very unfortunate. You have a lot of women. You have a lot of women, and I have to agree with Met V. You have some women, they will actually encourage their sons to be with a woman that has a lot of, that has several children from several men, especially if she was like that. Especially that's the thing about it. If he there's a young man out there, and if his mother had several baby daddies, she's not going to try to encourage her son to stay away from women that are irresponsible like that. She's going to try to encourage him to be with women that do that, because she wants another woman to be rescued like she had to be rescued. And that's very true. It's a lot of mothers out here, they're not keeping it real with their sons. If you know your son is dating a female and she has 3, 4 baby daddies, if you care anything about your son, you would be trying to school him and tell him, look, son, you don't need you don't want them kind of burdens in your life. You need to be careful, son. You need to be schooling your sons. But these women don't mind their sons rescuing these females because they needed people to rescue them. You know what I mean? So a lot of trifling women will always sympathize with other trifling women. And that's really the bottom line. Exactly, A. Burton. Uh, Rep said, I don't do life jackets and I definitely don't do CPR on hoes. Rep is a mess. That exactly. You know, trifling. Trifling women. These old trifling bats. These old trifling retired bats are going to always try to encourage these new school bats. It's always been like that. Women back in the day who have whored around and who have different baby daddies, they're going to always empathize with the females of this generation who are doing the things that they used to do. CC Rose, what's up? Thank you for coming in. You ain't lying. I was dating a guy who baby mama not only had him kiss her ass, but his own dad and stepmama would kiss her ass too just to see his son. That is what I'm saying. You men are taking too much crap to have a connection with your children. Now, the reason I state this, you know, and I'm going to break down the dynamics because I've heard somebody here say, well, Mocha, you know, how can you, you know, how can you not kiss somebody's ass when you love your kids? Sometimes people feel like they got to tolerate all kind of stuff just to have a connection with their child. I've heard people say, well, if I want a relationship with my son, I want a relationship with my daughter, I got to deal. I got to take this. I got to accept that. Let me tell you something. It's the old saying my grandmother used to tell me. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. You know, and the thing about it is, as a father, you have to understand, to all of you men out here, you know, who are being disrespected by the mother of your child, your family's getting disrespected just so you can have a relationship with your child, your wife is being disrespected so you can have a relationship with your child, you are being disrespected so you can have a relationship with your child. What you're not understanding is, what's up? I see you. You gonna be because yeah, of course, Matt V, and that's why I'm going to break down all the elements of that. First of all of this disrespect y'all are accepting to have a connection with your child. What you're not realizing, men, you are setting a poor example. To all of you men out there who are taking all type of disrespect and you know you know mistreatment just to have a connection with your child, you are setting a poor example for your child. And I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you why. If your son or your daughter is seeing their mom disrespect you, seeing their mom talk to you like you less than a man. For instance, let me give you an example so everybody could follow where I'm coming from. Let's say if you are a man and you don't have a good relationship with the mother of your child. You one of those men, you want to be there, unlike some men who don't want anything to do with their children. Let's say you want to be there and you're trying to be there, and every time you want to be there for your child, you got to go through all type of drama with her. She talking to you all type of way, she treating you nasty. She's every time you call and you want to see your son, you want to see your daughter, you got to go through all type of chaos just to have a relationship with your child. And let's say you up here, you dealing with the disrespect, dealing with her cursing you out, you dealing with her calling you a punk mother effer and all of this stuff, and she talking to your mom all type of ways, she talking to your daddy all kind of ways, she talking to your wife all kind of ways. Let's say you going through all of this, and in your mind, you feel like it's worth it because that's helping you to connect with that child. What you're not understanding is your child that's witnessing the mother disrespect you, you're setting a poor example, especially if that child is a boy or whether that child is a boy or a girl. But let me tell you why it's even worse if it's a boy. If you have a son from this woman and your son sees that his mom could talk to you all kind of way and treat you less than a man, do you not realize you are setting your son up to be a simp? Because what's going to happen is, if he sees that his daddy is taking all kind of disrespect off his mama just so his daddy can have a good relationship with him, he's going to end up putting himself in the same situation because it has become normal to him. He's seen his mom disrespect his dad so many times, and his dad sat there like a punk and allowed it to just happen. Now he's going to adopt those same simp characteristics, and he's going to allow women to talk to him and disrespect him all kind of way. So to men out there who have sons and you want to have a relationship with your son, it is not cool to allow the mother to disrespect you and treat you all kind of way in front of your son, because now you are setting your son up to think that it's acceptable for a woman to talk to him and treat him all kind of way and treat him less than a man. So while a lot of you men out here who think, tolerating all type of disrespect off of your mother, off of your son's mother, just so you have a connection with him, you are actually ruining him, because he don't need to think that that's acceptable behavior. Your son does not need to think that it's okay for his mom to disrespect you, because he's going to allow other women to do it to him. When it's time for him to have children, he's going to allow the mother and his children to disrespect him. You are repeating a generational curse. And the same thing for you daughters. I mean, for you men who got daughters. If your baby mama, if your daughter witnesses your baby mama talking to you all kind of way, like you less than a man, your daughter is experiencing your baby mama disrespect you, do you not realize you are teaching your daughter it's okay to disrespect another man? It's okay to talk to a man any kind of way. And guess what? Your daughter may not meet a man as easy and simple and as easygoing as you. She may get a man that's going to knock her upside her head the moment she get out of pocket. Now, I'm not saying I'm condoning domestic violence. I'm not saying that's a good thing. But what I'm saying is, if your daughter is up here witnessing the mother of your child talk you all kind of way, you know what's going to happen? She's going to talk to all kind of men all kind of way, because she saw her daddy sat there and took it, and she's seen her mama doing it. So it's already programmed in her mind, I can disrespect a man, I can handle a man any way I want. And she gets out there in the real world and deals with a man that's not going to tolerate that mess, who may have to knock upside her head and keep her in order. You don't want your daughter going through that. You know what I'm saying? So what, again, a lot of y'all are not understanding that it's not good for your child to see the mother disrespect you. Because you know what else happens? The children end up disrespecting you. I've seen so many men who take all kind of crap off of their baby mama, to the point even their own children start disrespecting them. A lot of y'all own kids are disrespecting you because you have stood up there and you have allowed the mother to disrespect you. So guess what? Not a daughter talking to you all kind of way. Not a son talking to you all kind of way. Whenever you let the mother of your child disrespect you, you create a monster, because your children are going to end up doing the same thing. It happens all the time. If I've seen it once, I've seen it 1,000 times. You do not have to take all type of disrespect to have a relationship with your child. That should not be. You are a grown man. This woman should not be disrespecting you. This woman, the mother of your child, should not be disrespecting you. The mother of your child should not be disrespecting your wife. The mother of your child should not be disrespecting your parents. That should not be. If you allow this woman, just because she has a child from you, to disrespect you, all because you so scared that if you stand up for yourself as a man, she's going to take her kids away, take your child away from you, then guess what? Keep sitting up there taking that same disrespect, because when it boils down to it, she still may take that child away from you anyway. Because the moment you don't do what she wants you to do, or the moment you don't go along with what she wants you to go along with, she's going to take that child away from you anyhow. So you're not winning, guys, by taking all these disrespect off of these women just so you can have a relationship with your child. You're not winning. You're not accomplishing anything. Exactly. Jeremy. I ended a friendship with my homie I knew for 29 years who about his emotional abusive wife. Yeah, very sickening. Women have one womb. Facts. Yep, exactly. Who got it? Exactly. Yeah, y'all definitely y'all telling us y'all definitely giving a lot of positive feedback in here. You do not, I repeat, you should not have to take all type of bull crap off your baby mama to have a relationship with your child. It should not be. It shall not be. What's up, Silks? Appreciate you for coming in. And so it's one thing. It's going to be different situations because you have some men who don't want a connection with their child at all. I can't speak for them. I'm talking about these men who do want to be who are participating, who are involved in a child's life, but these women are so doggone beastie to where these men can't have a productive, healthy relationship with their children because the mother is too busy abusing her authority. Yeah, and this is what I have to state. Anybody who's in that situation, this is what you will have to do, because my thing is, you cannot, it's not healthy for you to tolerate all type of disrespect just so you can have a relationship with your child. Now I get it. I've heard people say, well, if I'm not there for my child's going to hate me, my child's going to resent me. I've heard many guys say that. Well, Mocha, I get what you're saying. I shouldn't take all type of stuff off of my son, my mother's child. I mean, my children's mother. But if I'm not there for my kids, they're gonna resent me. They're gonna hate me for it. And I feel like it's gonna come back to haunt me. I'm gonna furthermore explain that. Person I love, she cannot be exactly right. L Black man should have tens of kids and provide for them on earth and mothers that just right after. Basically, this is what you will have to do if you are a man in this situation and you fear that not being there for your child is going to make that child resent you. It's a way you can be there for your child without tolerating disrespect. And I'm going to break down the dynamics of that. If you are in a situation and the mother of your child is disrespectful to you, and you can't see eye to eye, y'all don't get along at all, and you're trying to be a stand-up dude, you're trying to man up, you're trying to be responsible. The first thing is, you have to let these women know what it feels like without you there. Sometimes, as hard as it is for you to get the results you really want, you got to sacrifice something. And it may mean sacrificing not having to talk to your children for a while. And what I mean by that, you can still be a father. Let me first furthermore say, you can still be a father without being there at the same time. It's all about strategy. The thing about it is, what I mean by you can still be a father without being there, you can still contact that child from a distance, okay? If you can call them without having to go through her, you can send that child a letter in the mailbox. You can still put money on the books, or if there's a way you can go to that child's school, catch that child, and check and talk to that child, see that child, or go to the child's basketball games or football games, meaning that you can still have a relationship, but limit how far you put yourself out there, especially if it means having to constantly deal with her, because you have to let her know what it feels like with you not being there. If she thinks that she can do it all by herself and she's Miss Badass, I can disrespect you and I can do this to you and I can do that to you. If she really feels like she can handle it by herself, let her handle it by herself. How is she going to realize how important you are if you keep sitting up there taking all kind of bull crap and disrespect off of her? Sometimes people will not appreciate your presence until they feel your absence. And sometimes you have to allow these women to raise these children by themselves, because sooner or later she's going to get burnt out. I don't care how hardcore she acts. I don't care if she tries to act like she doesn't need you, she doesn't care about you, she can do it by herself. If you leave her to do it alone, I guarantee you she's going to feel a funk, even if it's just for a couple of months. I'm not saying you have to do it indefinitely. And in some cases, depending on how extreme this broad is, you may have to go there. But my thing is, it's up to you. If you can tolerate the disrespect, if you can tolerate being treated less than a man to have a relationship with your child, then so be it. But if you have come to the point to where you realize, I am tired of dealing with this woman, I cannot take this disrespect, I cannot, then how is it going to change if you don't do something to change it? It's never going to end until you do something different. She's going to keep talking to you all kind of way. She's going to keep talking to your mom all kind of way, talking to your daddy, talking to your wife all kind of way. When is it going to end? If you don't change it, it's going to continue to keep going. If she thinks she's Miss Badass and she thinks she got it like that, where she can talk to you all kind of way and she can do it by herself, let her do it by herself. Let her deal with the raft of it. Meaning that you can't stop being a dad. If you paying child support, yeah, pay your child support, whatever. But guess what? Money is not everything, because women is like, when it comes to parenting, and I'm a parent, I can say this. If you when you don't have that support, a woman could get burnt out easily. A woman can easily get burnt out when she does not have that support. When all the weight is on her, and she has to be the one to take the child to all the doctor's appointments. She has to be the one to go to all the teacher parent conferences. She has to be the one to do everything. That's when she's going to realize, you know what? Had I been cooperative or work with this dude, I wouldn't have to be doing this all by myself. But some of you guys are so scared that if you stand up and you man up on her, she's gonna snatch her kids away from you. It don't matter how much crap you take, she could still get mad one day and still take them away from you. She will respect you a lot more in the long run if she sees that you're the type of man, you're not going to sit there and take all kind of bull crap off of her just so you got a relationship with your child. That's true, Rep. That's a very good point. Yeah, everybody in here is making, yeah, these women that spoiled don't know how to cook, clean and shit. Mama here and enjoy the blessings and the Jordans and child. Yeah, that's true. What's up, Prince O'Meal? Man, and she called it. If a man allows his daughter to grow up unruly under his watch. Yep, that's true. Here's a tip: go to the family court database, search in your city, and type in your partner's name. Okay, sometimes they give up and give a whole child to you, especially after the other dude. Yeah, definitely, y'all made a lot of points. Yes, and you know, like I said, sometimes you have to let these women raise these kids by themselves. Now, it's one thing if she's the type of baby mama, she listens to you, she's reasonable with you. You know, I'm not saying she's perfect, you know, because none of us are perfect. But for the most part, if she's the type of woman, she's reasonable, y'all can have an understanding or whatever, you know, then that's different. You know, I'm talking about these other baby mamas who get a kick out of just trying to make somebody's life miserable. You know, that they like to enjoy taunting somebody. They enjoy making somebody's life complicated because their life is complicated. If you're dealing with a baby mama like that and she thinks it's okay with disrespecting you, you're gonna have to let her feel the funk for a while by herself. Let her deal with raising the kids by herself until she learns to disrespect you and until she learns to respect you. Because eventually she's going to get worn out. She's going to need you for something sooner or later. Even if it's something as simple as my car broke down, I need my child. Can you take Billy to school? She's going to need you for something. But how is she going to see how much she needs you as long as you keep being there and you keep taking all the stuff that you take off of her? How she's going to see that? You know what I mean? So sometimes, y'all, you know, the bad part about it is, yes, your child is going to have to be sacrificed in the process of it. You know, but don't look at it like it's a permanent thing. It's just temporarily till she learns to respect you. You may have to go a year or so till she gets it, till she wakes up and smells the coffee. And let me tell you something. By nature, women, we are emotional. I don't care how hardcore a woman tries to act. She may even try to act like, she may even try to go along and play with it. Oh, okay, he don't want to be there for his son. He don't want to be there for his daughter. I'm not going to make him. I'm not going to call him. I'm not going to ask him. She going to try to play hardball for a while now because, you know, when you're dealing with a woman that's evil and malicious, of course, she's going to try her best to put up a front and try to make it seem like she don't need you. But I guarantee you, sooner or later, something is going to happen and she's going to need you to intervene. I'm telling you, if that child gets sick, that child go to jail, go to juvenile, she's going to have to call you at some point. Stop kissing her butt just to have a relationship with your child. Stop tolerating all that nonsense, that disrespect. She talking to you crazy, talking to your wife crazy, calling your house, being disrespectful to your parents, which is your children's grandparents. That's unacceptable. And for any of you men in this chat room, if y'all are doing that crap right now, I have lost all respect for you. Because it should never get to the point to where your baby mama is disrespecting your wife, your mother, your father, your sister. That's unacceptable. And you are dead wrong for letting this woman sit up here and have her way like that. I have no respect for you because that shouldn't be. It should never get to the point to where your whole family gets upset every time this chick comes around. No, 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 no. You are out of order. It should never be like that. As a man, you are the leader, which means you are supposed to lead, meaning you lead and not allowing any chaos to come into your home, to come into your marriage, or to come into your family. That should not be. It's unacceptable. I have a problem with men who sit up here and allow these baby mamas to disrespect their families just because I want to see my son, I want to see my daughter. When y'all do crap like that, do you realize you are reproducing a new seed? Them same children, your own child will turn around and disrespect you because you don't let their mama do it so long. So what makes you think your son not going to start disrespecting you? Your daughter not going to start disrespecting you? They seeing their mama get away with doing it. That is what y'all don't understand. You are repeating a generational curse. You need to put her in her place. And I don't mean just putting her into her place, like cussing out and calling her the no good bees and this and that. No, that's not how you gain respect. You gain respect by allowing her to hold the bag and feel what it's like without you not being there. That's how you do it. Pay your little child support, send your little Christmas gifts so the child will know that you do care, you do love that child, but she need to see that you are not a force to be reckoned with. That's how it's supposed to go. If you're so worried about your child, well, Mocha, I got to take, I take the stuff I take off of her because I don't want to lose my child. Okay, well, you go ahead because you're going to lose your child anyway. Sit up there and take all that nonsense. Sit up there and take all the disrespect. Guess what? You already losing your child because your child is up there seeing their mama talk to you all kind of way. And eventually they're going to do it. I've seen so many men. I've seen men who do that. I've seen men who take all type of crap off of their baby mamas, and now their daughter talking to them the same way the baby mama talking to them, because that child is being trained to disrespect you, and that's your fault, men, because you allow your baby mama to do it. You can't get mad at nobody but yourself. Exactly, Matt B. And that's what happens. Men who take disrespect off of their baby mamas, eventually they're gonna have to put their child in check because the child is gonna start doing it. The child is gonna start doing it. It's just going to get more and more and more out of hand. My thing is, we should not be accepting as a man. You should not accept all type of disrespect just to have a connection with your child. You know, if you're so concerned with your child thinking you done gave up on them, or you taking that out on them, you can still be there for your child, but be there from a distance. You know, but all that, every time she call you about a problem, don't even answer the phone. No, since you think it's okay to disrespect me, why would you want to help somebody who disrespects you? Why would you want to be there for somebody that disrespects you? And I know a lot of men say, well, Mocha, that's two different things. What I do with my child has nothing to do with her. I've heard so many men say that bull crap. Well, I ain't got nothing to do with her. Me and my child got my own relationship. That is not true. There's no such thing. You cannot deal with a child without dealing with the mama. I don't know why people keep saying that. You cannot separate one from the other. There's no such thing as I can deal with my child without dealing with her. If that child still lives with her, unless that child has moved out and that child is grown to where y'all can just deal with each other without her in the equation, as long as that child is little, or as long as that child is influenced, because you have some children, even though they're grown and they're out of their parents' house, some of these kids are still influenced by their mother's way of thinking. Some of these children have been programmed to hate their fathers no matter what. You know, and if you're in that situation, as painful as it is, you're going to have to leave them to themselves. Do not stand there and sit in a situation to where you take being abused, you take being disrespected, all because you want a relationship with your child. It's just not a good look, and it's not healthy, and it's very stressful. And let me tell you something, a lot of you fathers out there, y'all are very stressed out. A lot of y'all are stressed out, you know, with the court systems, you know, the child support, especially, and you're in a new relationship, you got to try to please the woman you with, and at the same time you don't want to disappoint your child from a previous marriage. Y'all have a lot on y'all plate. So the thing is, eliminate what you can eliminate. If she's up here disrespecting you, she's calling your house, upsetting your wife, she's calling your parents, upsetting your parents. You see your child is you see how it's affecting your child in the process. You're gonna have to do something different. It's not gonna change until you change the situation. You know, if you're in that situation now, starting today, you see her cell phone number in your phone or whatever, until you learn to respect me, there is nothing we have to discuss from here on out. What you mean? What you talking about? What you talking about? Don't even overly explain yourself, because she knows how she disrespected you. You don't have to explain to her how she disrespected you. She's a grown ass woman. She knows what she's doing. She knows damn well how she's been disrespecting. You tell her, starting today, until you learn how to respect me as the father of our children, I have nothing to say to you. And you leave it at that. Let her wonder from here on out what she got to do with it. Because the grown people be knowing better. They know what they doing. Some people just like to keep doing stuff because they know they can keep getting away with it. And if you sit up there, you keep tolerating and allowing this kind of behavior, it's going to continue to keep going. What's up, D brother? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Men would know when by being ran over. Exactly, Shaw Willie. That's my point. Shaw Willie says the men never win by being ran over. At the time of the time, y'all are not winning by letting these women disrespect y'all. You think because, okay, you got your child this weekend. Cool. But look what you had to go through to get your child this weekend. She done cuss you out, cuss out your wife, upset your mom and your daddy who getting up in their age, and you think it's okay because she's still letting you see your child. No, it is not. And if you are a man doing this, shame on you. I have no respect for you that you let this woman treat your family all kind of way so you can have a relationship with your child. It's unacceptable. I don't want to hear where, you know, I got to do what I got to do. I got to just ignore her. She just always been messy. That's just her. That's just how she is. That's bullshit. It's not, no, that's just the way she is. So you mean to say it's okay for you to go along with whatever she does because that's just the way she is? No, it's not. It don't work that way. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work that way. You should not have to be bulldozed, ran over, and pushed over to have a relationship with your child. That should not be. It should not be. That's unacceptable. And exactly, Shar, it's bigger. You have to look at the whole picture. You can't just look at the fact that, okay, well, she cussed me out, she called me all the no good son of a bees and all of that, but at least I get to see my children. I just got to I got that. I ignore that stuff. I don't pay attention to none of that stuff. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you. I don't care what she say. I ain't worried about her. That's just the way she is. That's unacceptable. That's no excuse. Stop making excuses for the mother of your children. Well, she always been crazy. That's the problem, because you allowed her to always be crazy. Let me tell you something. These women, they know how to control themselves. Do not fall for the, well, that's just the way she is. She always been, that's just her way. Let me tell you something. I bet if she was working at Walmart, I bet if she got a job, she know how to control how she talk to people. She know how to control people. She just do that with you because you have allowed it. She don't go around cussing everybody out, every day and saying all kind of disrespectful stuff. She does that with you because she knows she can. That's basically what it boils down to. People know how to control themselves. Let's stop condoning grown people's messy behavior. Let's please stop doing that. Let's stop saying, "Oh well, that's the way she is." That's a lie. I bet when you go to her job, she talks very polite. Good evening, good morning, welcome to Walmart. How may I help you today? I want to hear all this. She can't control herself. She can control herself. She just don't do it with you because you have allowed so much disrespect. So don't even fall for that. That's just the way she is. That's not true. The wife is the queen of your castle. If things get too out of hand, let the queen cut the bed. Absolutely, absolutely. Your wife should not be disturbed. Your wife, your parents, your fiance, your girlfriend, her nerves do not need to be upset by your baby mama because you got no control over your baby mama. And I'm not saying control your baby mama. You cannot control your a bipolar beast. I get it. But you can control how far you let her get away with disrespecting you and your family. And if you got to cut her off for a while, even if it means sacrificing, not picking JJ up every weekend, go to his little ball games, get in where you can fit in at, but let her get a taste of what it's like without having you there. Long as you running behind her, chasing after her. Well, I want to see my son. I want to see my daughter. I have seen men break down and cry over a woman not letting them see their child. I'm like, dude, pull up your skirt. This broad is never going to respect you, seeing how you running and chasing behind her over your child. It's just ridiculous, the disrespect these men. I see it all the time on social media. I see men crying and venting all the time. She won't let me see my son. She won't let me see my daughter. She won't let me pick up my son. She won't let me pick up, because you have become a wimp. And she don't respect you. It got to the point, it's not even so much about the kid. She just love making you miserable because you keep standing there and taking it. And that's what it has boiled down to. It's bigger than just the kid itself. To be honest, she don't even care about so much the kid, because if she cared about the kid, she wouldn't allow her child to suffer, knowing her child wants to see you. You know what I mean? It's not about that. It's about she's miserable, so she wants you to be miserable because she's in pain. She's sad because she's not where she wants to be in life, or she hates that she even had a child from your ass. She wants to make you miserable. She wants to make you pay for it. Some of these women out here want the father of their children to pay the price for their pain. because she's upset with the choices she made in life. So she wants to take it out on the father by being mean and being vindictive. And if you, as a man, you keep sitting there and laying there and taking all them punches, she's going to keep punching you. You're going to have to you're going to have to crawl out of that mess and let her deal with that baggage by herself until she learns to respect you as a man, till she learns to respect your wife. Listen, you can't put a price on peace. You cannot put price on a peace of mind. Thank you, Zero Kelvin. I appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Exactly, Met V. That's what I'm saying. Met V says women do not respect the infamous man that bends over and takes it. I cannot read today, y'all. Forgive me. Y'all you sit up there and take all of that disrespect and all of that. You can't put price on a peace of mind. I understand you love your child. I understand you love your son. You love your daughter. I understand they mean the world to you. And I understand it probably tearing you up inside that this woman is treating you so bad when you just want to have a connection with your child. But if you do not put your foot down, it's going to get worse. And then that same child you crying about, that same child going to turn around and handle you the same way he or she sees his mother's handling you. It's going to continue to keep going. Sometimes every fight, you don't have to fight every battle. Some fights you have to walk away from. And I don't mean it has to be a permanent thing. I'm not saying, walk out your child's life permanently, because again, she's not going to be able to permanently erase you, because it's going to come a point where she's going to need you. I don't care how much she acts like she has everything under control and she don't need you and she can do it by herself. Something is going to happen. She's going to need your help. That child gets sick, or that child has a medical bill, something happens, she's going to need you to be there. But how is she going to see how important you are if you keep standing there taking all type of abuse and disrespect? She's not going to see how important your presence is in her child's life. The only way she's going to see that and understand that, you got to pull it away from her. It's kind of like a person don't realize how kind you are until you stop being kind. A person don't realize how good you have been to them until you stop being good to them. And that's the thing. She's not going to understand how important you are as a father. She's not going to appreciate it until you let her feel what it's like not having you there. If she wants to be Miss Badass and she wants to be nasty, vindictive, and manipulative, and she wants to abuse her authority because the system done granted her the custodial parent, then let her do it by herself until she can respect you for the man that you are. Let her until she can get to that point, let her carry that bag by herself. Because everybody is grown. As a grown man, as a grown woman, it should never get to the point to where we should have to disrespect one another just so we can have a position in our child's life. That should never be. And it's too many of you men that are doing that mess. And like I said, I know it's going to be hard and I know it's not going to be easy, but if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. You cannot sit up here and let this woman think it's okay for her to disrespect you and disrespect your wife, disrespect your mom, disrespect your father. Your whole family is upset. I mean, every time this woman comes around, she's causing drama. She's saying stuff out her mouth all kind of way. She's being rude. She's not being polite. I mean, she pulling up in your driveway and she can't even speak to your wife. She can't even be civil and say, hi, how you doing? I mean, we grown here. She pulling up in the driveway with an attitude, gonna pull up in your driveway, ain't even woman enough to speak and see both of y'all standing there. No. Nope. No, ma'am. What's your advice for the wife that has to deal with a disrespectful baby mama? I say this all the time. It's not easy being a wife of a man that has a child from a disrespectful baby mama. And from personal experience, I can speak on it. I've been there. I've done that. I got the t-shirt. The best thing I could recommend for women that are in that position, the best thing to do is less is best. And what I mean by that is the more you are in the background, the less problems you have to worry about. I understand as wives, we can become very territorial when it comes to our husbands. If you're a wife and you love your husband, you care for your husband, you do not like to see your husband disrespected. And I get that, EG, and thank you for coming in, by the way. And as women, sometimes we're very territorial and we want to mother our husbands. We want to protect our husbands from everything. But it comes a point to when sometimes women, when we think we're helping, sometimes we're damaging. So even though you may feel like you're doing the right thing when you try to intercede and you try to talk to the baby mama, you try to be the mediator, because I've been there. I tried to be the mediator and it backfired, thinking I was doing the right thing, thinking that I would be appreciated. It ended up backfiring, because every time I tried to do something positive, she tried to make it for bad. I would call her and say, well, because I saw the chaos that was going on between her and my husband at that time. So I thought, being that I was a woman, maybe me or her would get a better understanding. So I would reach out to her because I know how ex-husband and ex-wives are. Y'all still be mad about stuff from 20, 30 damn years ago. So I call myself trying to intercede, and it would make things worse because you have to realize, women, as long as the baby mama cannot stand the husband, she not gonna like your ass either. Bottom line, I think as women, we try so hard to get the baby mamas to be accepting of us. And the bottom line is, women, some of them will never accept you. And the quicker you understand that, that's the more relieved you'll be. Don't try to win her over because you may become disappointed. And I think as women, especially if you are a mature woman and you don't like conflict, you don't like drama, you try to reach out just so y'all can have a peaceful journey. But some of these women, they love chaos. It don't matter if you have the best intentions. And another thing is, if she still hates the father of her child, it don't matter what you do or don't do. She's going to find fault in it because she's relating you to him now. So she's putting you in the same box with him. Even though you didn't do nothing to her, even though you didn't lay down and help her produce the baby she had from your husband, she's not going to like you anyway because you're connected to him. And another thing is, if she still loves him or she still has feelings for him, you can forget it. She's never going to come around no how. So some of them, they're not going to make it. They're not going to allow you to get along with them anyway, because it's that resentment of them knowing that the man has moved on and he's happier. He's more content with his life. If she's not happy with her life, if she doesn't have a man of her own, or if she's not in a good position, she's not going to give you your blessing. If that makes any sense to you, EG. She's not going to give you any blessing. So my thing is, I try to stay to the background as much as possible. I really don't get involved. Do what you can. If your husband wants you to like pick the child up or to drop the child off the child care, little stuff like that, do whatever you can, but don't try to be the mediator. Don't try to be the counselor. Don't try to fix her and fix him to get along together. That's a waste of time, because you may be dealing with a woman that's miserable anyway, or she's bitter anyway. So when you're dealing with a woman that's bitter, or you're dealing with a woman that's full of hostility, none of your good efforts is not going to mean nothing to her anyway, because she's not going to receive it as positive, because she's in such a negative she's already programmed her mind to be negative. So even if you try to do something positive, it's just going to go in one ear and out the other. You know what I mean? And you're not the only one, EG. It's a lot. You talk about Lorraine Bobbitt. um yeah, you're not the only one, EG. It's a bunch of women all over America. I've been there, I've done that. As a matter of fact, I'll probably, if you look into if you go to my channel and you look into a lot of my old videos, I've covered several topics on this. So for any women in the chat room that need solution, to dealing with the bitter baby mama, dealing with your husband, or dealing with your man baby mama, I got some videos. I got so many videos. I'm not going to be able to shuffle a deck and find it. But if you go to my channel and you scroll down and you look through my videos, I have done several topics covering that. So if that's an issue, definitely a lot of my videos, they super old now, but the knowledge is still new. The knowledge is still fresh, even though that's old content. But I think that'd be very helpful for you, EG. If you subscribe and you look into the videos, you will see it. I've given a lot of resourceful information on that. So if that's your area that you're struggling in, trust and believe. I got all the answers for you, because again, I've been there. I understand. I know what women have to go through. It's not easy seeing your husband be disrespected and talk to all kind of way. And that's why I'm telling these men, stop letting your baby mamas disrespect you. Stop letting them run your house. Stop letting them you know, take your household out of order. It's unacceptable. Let's see. Yeah, most of them are most of them are hood rats, Jeremy. But question, Jeremy, who is impregnating these hood rats? Somebody put somebody, as much as you know, people like to complain about these hood rats, but it's somebody that's still laying them. It's the dude right now as we speak, banging this chick out on her dirty box frame. She don't even have a mattress. She just got a goddamn box frame, and it's some fool over there banging her back out every chance he gets. And he's gonna hate himself when she comes up pregnant. They never learn. These guys, they never learn. How many brothers in here want to confess they all have been on it? They all done banged the chick out on a dirty mattress or a dirty box frame. Come out wherever you are. Oh, don't hide now. I know we got some brothers in here who done banged out some chicks on some dirty mattresses. And don't blame it on the Hennessy and the weed, because I ain't trying to hear it. All of y'all, at least every brother in here has had a dirty mattress experience. Come on now, y'all know. If y'all know, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all men, y'all so damn dumb and simple. If you go to a chick house and she ain't got a fitting sheet on her mattress, you know she don't believe in using protection. If she won't protect her damn mattress, you know she ain't gonna protect her room. Um, if she ain't protecting her mattress, she ain't gonna protect her womb. I mean, a lot of these men, y'all be seeing the signs. Y'all don't be caring. Y'all do not care because it's easy. Because it's that 7-Eleven. She got that 7-Eleven coochie that's easy to get in and get out. Y'all fall for it every time. You can tell a lot about a woman just by seeing how she carry herself. You can tell a whole lot by when you go in her house, how nasty her house is. You know, you see hair all over the place. You see stains all over the carpet. You know what I mean? You know, she ain't even got a damn real bed. She got an air mattress, but a 55-inch screen flat TV. Come on, you see her priorities. Ah, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad it's a lot of brothers in here who admitted they done banged some chicks out on some dirty mattress. Thank you for confessing that to me. Information man says not me. Okay, I feel you. Blow up mattresses are becoming very popular. Yeah, they all become they're pretty comfortable too. But my thing is her priorities. How you got a 55-inch TV, but you got an air mattress? That TV was what, $400-500? Like what, 55-inch about maybe what, $500? You could have bought you a real bed, sis. I mean, come on. ah. I could do a little. I'm far too particular about that shit. And you do. I feel you, Zero. You have some guys that are very particular about it, but you know, you have some men. Y'all will go to a broad house and know her mattress is dirty. Some of them don't even have a mattress. All she have is a sofa, and the arm on the sofa done fell off the sofa. I mean, her kitchen table wobbling. I mean, come on. You meet women like this. Why would you not use any protection? I mean, you see the triflingness. All the signs are right there. I mean, I don't get it. Anywho, let's see. I don't own one. I was sarcastic. Yeah. I had got an air mattress one time until my new furniture came. It's pretty comfortable. But I'm saying if you dealing with a bro, she got 8, 9 kids, 6, 7 kids in her house, and she got one air mattress. I mean, come on now. You know what I mean? And the words of poison. Never trust a big butt and a smile. If she don't have, if she got a box frame, but she ain't got no mattress, that's a bad sign, brother. That's a bad sign. That's not a good look. You got to pay attention to stuff like that. You really do. And if anybody got any questions in here, want any advice about something or whatever, this would be the time to ask before I wrap it up. This would be the time to ask me before I shut it down. Mocha, I did that years ago, and the mattress wasn't dirty. You said the mattress wasn't dirty. Why wasn't it dirty? Because she still had that plastic on it. Ah. I tell you, every dude in here has had a dirty mattress experience. Every dude in here has had a backseat first night at the club bad experience. I mean, come on now. Y'all might as well come clean because I know half y'all in this chat room. I ain't gonna tell your wife. I ain't gonna say nothing. Whatever we discuss in this chat room, it stays in the chat room. I ain't gonna say a word. I'm gonna leave that between y'all and Jesus. She was clean, but times was hard for her. Yeah, and so was you, Rep. Times was hard, and so were you. That's an inside joke. I know y'all will catch that later. um Absolutely. Yeah, just like like I said, y'all, what all jokes aside. Just make sure that again, when it comes to having a relationship with your baby moms, just don't tolerate the disrespect. I think it's very important for a child to have a very healthy relationship with their father and their mother. And I don't think it's fair to a child to have to experience seeing the mother disrespect the father or the father disrespect the mother. I think I think it's the child, it cheats the child out of having a successful family, a valuable family and everything. So just make sure, if any guys, any of you in a situation right now, do not allow the mother of your child to disturb the peace of your marriage, to disturb the peace of your household. It's very imperative, it's very important that you nip it in the bud, so that way you can have a decent relationship with your child, and that way your family is not being affected, your marriage is not being affected by the actions of the mother of your children. Silk says, Lady Mocha, if she got all that going, maybe she'd be inviting men in her home, but she does. Some of men I'd agree to have sex on, man. I would cut that joke. Yes. Let's see. Come on. Wait a minute, Prince. Wait a minute. I got to take a minute, y'all. No, Prince did not just say I'm dead. I'm beyond dead. I'm telling y'all, my subscribers, y'all come up with the funniest goddamn stuff in this chat room. I'm I'm done. I'm I'm done. I'm done. My stomach is killing me. I heard some I can't. This nigga said million man march. I'm so done. I can't even finish my comment. I'm done. I'm done. Y'all took the cake right there. I'm done. I can't even talk now. I'm so done. That comment done took me. I can't. I really can't. He said the Million Man March. Okay, I'm trying to get it together. I literally got water coming out my eyes right now. I'm serious. That comment just done blowed me today. I done heard some stuff, but that right there, that's a new one. Oh my gosh, my eyes are like literally watering. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm really trying to keep it together. Prince, you are a fool. You a straight fool. That right there. I heard some stuff, but that done took the cake for me. I'm done. I know it's time for me to wrap this chat room up. That because that I'm just too through. I'm through now. That done took it for me. But oh shoot. Yes. I forgot the question because that comment just it just threw me off. Silk said, if you got if she got all that going, maybe she should be maybe should be inviting men in her home. But she does. What does it say about men? I agree, have sex with her man. Um, like I always say, men are hunters by nature. A man don't have to be attracted to a woman to lay with her. He don't have to be attracted to a woman to lay with her. Um, men by nature are just hunters. So a man could go in a woman's house, especially if he's just trying to get himself off. He's trying to fulfill his little lustful satisfaction for that moment. He doesn't care about how her house looks because he's not trying to have a future with her. He's not trying to wipe her. He's not trying to build with her. So to him, he's just there for one reason and one reason only. And I'm sure if any of the guys in this chat room, because I'm not a man, I don't have a penis, but from my understanding, anytime a man is in a situation where he just wants to get himself off, he's not concerned about that. He don't care that her mattress, her bed does just have a box frame and not a mattress. Her house is nasty. Depending on if that's his only motive for that moment, he doesn't care about all that because he don't have to stay there in the trash. He don't have to live there. He's not paying no bills there, so he can care less. Now on the other hand, if he's a man, he wants a relationship. He's looking for somebody to build a future with. And then of course, he's not going to feel comfortable even, you know, putting himself in that type of environment because that is not the mission he's on. So I think whatever mission he is on at that moment, if he's just looking for somebody to, knock off, right, the hit off, the hit him off or whatever, he could care less about that. And a lot of these women, they still just feel like, they have the power between their legs. They really feel like, that if they lay a man, it's still women. I don't understand in 2018. And I still believe if they lay a man, it's going to make a man be interested in them. And they're not understanding it does the exact opposite. If a man was able to get you within that same day, within that same night, after a drink or two at the club, if anything, it makes that man lose total interest. So, for any woman to sit up here and make herself believe that, if she lays up with a man and makes him feel like he's king of the jungle, that she's going to persuade him or convince him to want to be with her, she's sadly mistaken. Because like a man knows where to place a woman he wants. If it's just a woman he wants for that night, he's going to place her just for that night. If it's a woman he wants for a lifetime, he's going to position her to where he can be with her for a lifetime. So again, men don't care about that. They don't care if your house is nasty. They don't have to stay there. They don't plan on staying the night and eating breakfast from getting breakfast from you there or whatever. So if a woman puts herself in a position to be treated as a whore, that's exactly what's going to happen. If you don't mind bringing a man to your house nasty, dirty, knowing you don't even have a mattress on your bed, but you so desperate and thirsty, you willing to let this man lay you on your box frame, then so be it, and a lot of these women, silks, they don't even have morals anyway. They don't have any morals. They don't have any values, you know what I mean? So they're the ones that are entertaining these men and bringing these men to their home, knowing their home is not adequate, knowing they don't have everything they need, and knowing they're not even embarrassed, they're not ashamed about it. And it's a lot of them that do it. It's a lot of these women in the street who look good, who know how to dress, who keep their hair and their nails done. But when these men go to their houses personally, they see a whole nother side of them. See, these women got nasty refrigerators with you know, pork and bean juice spilled all over the refrigerator, soda spilled all in the refrigerator, and you could tell it wasn't a recent spill. You could tell it probably been there for weeks or months at a time. Hair all over the place, all kind of food splattered in the microwave. You have a lot of these women who look good in the street, and may have nice bodies, know how to dress and all of that. But when these men go to their apartment, they see a whole nother side about these women, and to let you men know, you can tell a whole lot about a woman based on how she keeps her home, based on how she takes care of her house. I don't care how good she looks. If her house is nasty, she's nasty. Period. I don't care how, if her nails are done, if her hair is done, if her house is nasty, you're dealing with a nasty broad. And that's just really what it boils down to. Um Uh, and it's real risky anyway to be letting all kind of men in your houses, but you have a lot of women they do it. You got a lot of women they will let a man. I had a friend like that. She would meet a guy at the club that same night and invite him to her crib. I'm like, you don't even know nothing about this dude. You don't know nothing about him. I mean, you don't know if you're a rapist or what, but you got a lot of women. Some of them do that. They will let a man come to their house and they don't know nothing about him. Hell, you got women that's even letting men move into their house and don't even know nothing about them. I mean, we just have reached a whole nother level of desperation. Um, yep, I say it all the time, Met check her medicine cabinet. You need to see what type of medicine she taking. See if she taking something for STDs. She taking something for bipolar, like some Prozac and stuff. I mean, you got to check. You got to see. Do your research. Um, Yeah, comb on the counters all over there. Exactly, EE. Exactly. Princess, don't judge me. She was cute. Her taxes are coming. I'm telling you, a lot of people about to be booed up in a few minutes because taxes is coming up. So you're gonna see all kind of people booed up now. Uh oh goodness, exactly. But anyway, y'all, it has definitely been a wonderful content today. I definitely appreciate all of the positive vibes in this chat room. It's definitely been awesome. I enjoyed hanging out with each and every one of you. This was definitely some good content, and in all seriousness, all jokes aside, I just think it's very important that these men as fathers, that you do not allow the mother of your children to disrespect you. Don't let the mother of your children disrespect your wife, and vice versa. For you women out there, don't let the father of your child disrespect your husband or disrespect your house. We have to give the parents of our children, we have to set boundaries for them. They cannot come to the house unannounced. They cannot just call when they want. They can't just drop the kids off when they want. People need to know their place when it comes to when it comes to having children together. People need to know their position. So definitely, for all of you, if this was your first time in the chat and you enjoyed today's content and you want to keep getting content that's pretty much similar to what I did today, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like, make sure you share. Want to give a big up to all of my subscribers. I am almost 3,000 in subscribers. So just 10 more people, just 11 more people today, and I'll have 3,000 subscribers. And again, I want to thank all of y'all for being so supportive. All of my regulars who have been rocking out with me. Guys, I'm trying to send y'all them emails. I'm trying to see when we're gonna try to get together and do a live panel again. See if everybody's schedule is pretty much going to be on the same key. But on that note, if you enjoyed today's content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And let me see if there's anything else. I'm currently working on my book as well, so just be on the lookout for that. If you like most of the content that I do, you would definitely like the book that I'm doing. I had a couple of obstacles which deterred me from being able to finish, but I'm working back on that project. So definitely, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, hanging out with me, your girl, Lady Mocha, here at Mocha's Cafe de Paris. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth and break you off with a slice of knowledge. And y'all have a happy Saturday, and I'll be hollering out all of y'all soon. Take care. Bye.